Hello everyone, my name is Aditha and welcome back to another video. Today I've got some very exciting information to share with you about the future of Dead by Daylight, and this has made me feel a lot more safe with what the future brings for this game, and it makes me have a lot more faith in what's going to come, and hopefully this makes you guys as happy as it makes me. Now, once again, before any of this starts, I just want to let you guys know that in McLean's stream he does disclose that anything he says is not final and is not announced specifically by the dev team, so don't take this as final word, take this as more of plans, if that. This is basically just showing from his perspective what's going on, but trust me guys, I think you're gonna like this. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the first clip that I'm really excited to show you guys about.
Work on anything game time related, or did you decide against it? I remember talking about secondary objective. What we have been working on recently, which you will hopefully see the results of soon, is some endgame stuff.
So let's break things down and see exactly what is being said in this clip. So at the start he reads out the question that I asked of him, which is there going to be anything done with secondary objectives as matches are too short? And I remember them being talk about more objectives last year, and there's still nothing. And to that he said that they have they've been working on, in fact, some end game stuff which we'll be seeing soon. And this might seem very broad and, you know, very unimportant to the majority of you, but if we look into this a bit deeper, it does show that we're seeing something that we've really been waiting for a long time, and I think it's going to be something quite exciting. Now, what we have seen here is effectively, once again, it's not final, it's just what McLean's disclosing here, is we're going to be seeing something that isn't gens being slow, which is nice, but it could help with game time. And endgame stuff is also quite nice, because endgame is when things tend to be most tense, and I think a lot of Survivor players really enjoy having chases after the endgame, because there's sort of the thrill of this is all or nothing. If I fuck up, I die for good, and if I play well, I get out. Now, this is good for both sides, because once again, endgame stuff is generally fun for survivors, and having more time is going to be nice for killer. It could be anything. It could be a Blood Warden type effect. It could be something in between the gens and the gates, like another slight thing. It could be anything. I'm hoping it's not another hold mouse 1 and watch the bar fill up type situation. We're going to have to wait and see, but they've been working on it for a long time, so I have high hopes for this. I believe this is actually going to be really, really good, and we're going to be seeing it soon, which is another thing that I'm really excited about. It shows that the waiting is basically coming to an end. Soon, it is once again fairly broad, but we can assume it's going to be in the next few months, if that, which is really nice. Now, we don't want to get our hopes up too high and start any, you know, drama or anything like that, but it's just a nice reassurance, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And if you guys have any good ideas for what you think the devs are going to do, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you guys would think, because you guys can actually come up with some really good ideas, especially if you sort of bounce back and forth with each other. That's what I've seen in the comments previously. I think really maybe they'll see a fuse system where you have to locate fuses and put them into the gates. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm not too confident in that, so my creativity's lacking here, guys. Hopefully you can come up with something better. But the thing that I think most people here are going to be really excited about, and this is why I've saved it for last. Once again, it's a little bit broad, but it's something that I think many people are going to be relieved to hear, and this is going to be regarding the Legion, who is a very hot topic for everyone in the community, survivors and killers alike. So before we jump into the analysis, let's play a quick clip of what was said.
Am I allowed to say what the team's general stance on Legion is? The general stance is that the character needs some work on the gameplay side. We're very happy with the sort of the look and feel, lore, fantasy, etc., and we got a lot of good response from that. I mean, people make fun about like the edgy hot topic Team Kill Squad or whatever, but it resonated. Like this was a killer concept that was well received, but that the gameplay of Feral Frenzy and Deep Wounds still needs work, and will get work done on it.
So once again, another fairly broad statement, but once again, I think this is as much as he's allowed to get away with, and obviously he doesn't want to start anything, he doesn't want to say anything for sure, because he doesn't want to start drama and all of that, but this is nonetheless some really, really reassuring information. So we've seen the goods and bads here, which is nice. The devs are clearly listening to the feedback that we're being given, or that we're giving them even. They acknowledge that everyone loves the aesthetic and the feel of the killer, even if it is meme-worthy. That's really good. They're acknowledging the praise that we're giving them, but also we're seeing that they've acknowledged that the Feral Frenzy and Deep Wounds mechanics are in need of some serious adjustments. Now, we haven't had an ETA of this, which is completely fine because we know that Freddy and Leatherface are on the list of things to be changed soon, and if I get my way, I'm really hoping that Pig receives a bit more changes soon, because that last change was absolutely abysmal. Anyway, there's going to be a long list ahead of the Legion in terms of priorities, because they are trying to do them in order of release in terms of who needs changes. But we know that they are going to change the Legion. We know it's going to happen. With the work rate that we're seeing, with how long it's taking the Freddy rework, and how, we've still got the Bubble one to come through, I don't think that this Legion change is going to happen this year, which is rather unfortunate, and it's just a guess. They could completely surprise us. They could put it onto the top of the priority list, just because of how much people hate the Legion. We don't know, but judging from what I've picked up from general devs as a whole, it's probably not going to be this year. Nonetheless though, we've confirmed now that this early into the Legion's release that they already know the Legion needs work, and they are already going to do something about it. They're not doing anything yet, maybe, but we don't have to worry about the devs, maybe not noticing. They've picked up on that, and that's really reassuring for me. I don't know about you guys, but the fact that they already know the Legion needs work this early on into the Legion's release, and they've acknowledged that, and it's on the list, is really, really nice. What changes would you guys like to see to the Legion? What would you think would be a good kit for the Legion? Because I think Feral Frenzy as a whole needs a complete overhaul. If they nerfed the vaulting values on the Legion, it either wouldn't change much or it would make them useless. So I think a whole new ability is going to be required. Once again, guys, you guys can be very creative. So give me your ideas in the comments, guys. And once again, bounce back and forth. You guys really can work together. And overall, please tell me what you guys think about these changes. I think that these are really positive changes, or at least positive statements. And although they're not, confirmed for any particular dates, or they're, or we've been told exactly what's happening, we at least know that these changes are acknowledged and will eventually come. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and hopefully I will catch you all in the next one.